We're back here with Representative Roger Victory. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning. It's a pleasure being here this morning again.
And the weather is kind of iffy out there, huh?
That it is. Just for the listeners out there, be aware the parking lots are a little slippery. Driving is okay at this point, but even in the parking lots, be aware when you're walking around because you don't want to take a little slip or fall and find yourself in the medical system.
Yes. Not a good place to be.
No.
Okay. Well, what's going on in Lansing?
Well, there's a couple things. We've been, of course, the transportation funding issue. That seems to be taking up some of the attention there. And also, there's some things with the educational system with the EAA, Educational Achievement Authority. That's going to be coming forefront. It's basically dealing with those 5% failing schools. And I think that's something we need to be addressing. We can't doom those students for failure because of the irresponsibilities of the school boards and those who are directing the schools. So that's one issue there, too. Also, on some of the committees I served on, one exciting thing, I was a first freshman in my class here to move a bill through the House. It's a propane liability bill. Yes, excited about that. In fact, tomorrow it'll be taken up in the Senate. So hopefully the Senate Judicial Committee will move forward with that there, and that's issue a deal. As a small business owner, some of these liabilities and regulatory issues, we need to make it a little more effective at the state level so the business can prosper and provide affordable propane and other services and energy to our small businesses and also our citizens of the state.
What's the feeling in the House about the increases in gas tax and...
Obviously, I'll just highlight too. I'd like to take a plug for a time for tomorrow evening. This good Senator Arlen Meekoff and I were doing a town hall meeting in Georgetown Township. It'll be start at 7 p.m. And in those who are attending, we'll drive down Baldwin Street, which is one of those streets that's we call a red street because it's so out of disrepair. So that just if you attend the meeting, you'll understand the need. So it's getting the need out there, and those who travel roads understand it. It's what's the effective and an efficient way of funding the roads. There's, first of all, we have to go through efficiencies, make sure that's a starting point. Make sure every tax dollar that we're taking in is being used efficiently and properly. And then there's what other alternative funding methods can we do? Additional billboard advertising or those type of things on which the state owns, bringing those things. But I look at we need a sustainable system. In 1997, when they increased the gas tax, what they failed to do is put an inflationary factor. If that tax was pegged to CPI and consumer price index, we would have garnered currently $800 million additional revenue per year. So we would almost be there funding what the roads need. But because we lacked a inflationary factor into the funding formula, it was a stagnant number. We're in the condition we currently are in. So I think that's if we move forward, we have to consider that. Otherwise, we'll keep addressing the issue. If so, the inflationary factor is a key component.
When Bob Janetsky was in here the other day, one of the listeners brought up the electric cars and the cars that are hybrids.
Correct. Yep.
Since they don't pay as much gas tax, whether they should be paying some other way.
Yeah, so do we address that with some type of additional registration fee? And so the federal government's giving out grants or some aspects to create that industry, and then we at the state level probably do a two-step on that aspect. I guess depending what direction you're looking at. But I do feel, if you use the roads, you need to contribute to the roads. And so I know there's one state representative that owns, actually I think there's two state reps that drive a Chevy Volt. And I know one clearly made the statement, I use the roads. I need to pay for the roads, and he's a little frustrated because there's not a funding formula really except for the registration fee that he pays for a funding mechanism. So I give him credit. He's speaking up. How do I pay for the roads because I'm using the roads? One person jokingly said, "Well, they have to put snow plows in front of the Chevy Volts. That way, that's how they can contribute to it. So unless they have a mounting apparatus in the front for plowing the snow on the highways, their funding is questionable." So,
well, the public still isn't really into paying for the roads.
No, but there are a certain segment of, I know some of the industry, the agricultural community. I've been talking to that segment of the my district, and they understand the need and thinking some practical and a sustainable method for it. I look at something that somewhat broad-based. I spoke to the chamber event, the West Coast Chamber, this morning, and highlight those who use the roads need to contribute to it. But there's also, let's take the area of Detroit. There's some new businesses located in there. Dan Gilbert with Quicken Loans. Some of these young people are located in Detroit, and that's growing there. But they don't drive on the roads, but they use public transportation. Yeah. So they need to participate in this formula. Probably is not as much as I contribute, but they need to, have some skin in the game too in the process. So that's the broad-based component, and then those who use the roads need to contribute too for it. So with that formula, I think we can move forward and address the needs that we have in the state of Michigan.
Now you're a farmer. How do farmers contribute to it?
Well, one item is through our vehicles.
The pickups.
Pickup trucks, yep. And so some people say, well, you're exempt from that process. No, if the vehicle is using the highway, we have to contribute to the funding there. So so if it's touching the roads, we are taxed accordingly for that.
I wonder if the farmers, they get a break on tractor gas, don't they?
Right, yeah. Now, which should be if it's utilized in the field, but there's even a formula there as far as gasoline. If you're going to get a rebate on your gas tax, you have to calculate the miles that tractor travels the road. So there's a formulation on that there, so that and we fill that out. So
we very seldom used to go on the road with a tractor.
Well, today tractors are using the roads more often. As the farms grow in size. We need to use the highway system and the local road system to get in and out of the field. So we should pay because we're taxing the road system.